Hello YouTube and good morning. Well, I'm in the South Park area off of Warren Street. I've did a few videos about this before. This was once the land of the forsaken, you know. This was where a low-income housing project used to be, Clyburn Manor. So I'm going to talk about what our stupid piece of shit Mayor Nan Whaley and what the city commissioners and what the developers don't want you to know about this area. This area was basically at one point in time the land of the forsaken down here, aka a big slum. It still is to a certain degree. So, you know, they want to, you know, build a bunch of new commercial real estate right here on that corner, which is completely stupid when they got so much empty commercial real estate. And they're going to put 4-story apartment, they're going to have 4-story buildings, and the residents of this neighborhood, South Park, did not want that, and they opposed it. I don't know how vehemently they opposed it, but they went against the residents' wishes. They said the residents only wanted 3 stories because it wouldn't fit within the character of the neighborhood, but the city leaders and the planning commission ignored it. So this area is still very problematic. They just don't want you to hear about it. And basically, you know, you have apartments up the street in Marvin Gardens, which I've covered in other videos that are not completely occupied, and yet they want to build more. And the city is basically owning land that they had no business ever owning to begin with. They paid $500,000 of taxpayer money for this. So they basically displaced everybody that was here at this empty big lot, which was Clyburn Manor. It's been torn down since 2008. And so basically, even when you try and displace people, I mean, they have to go to somewhere else, and guess what? They're just going to ruin another area. And there's also been 2 drug busts that have happened over there on Vine Street this year. Now, the reason I mentioned that, and there's also sex offenders that live back there on Lincoln Street. So you've got to ask yourself this much: is an area that has sex offenders and still has ongoing drug busts really that ideal for upscale development people? I don't think so. So they don't want you to know or hear about that. And of course, the local media, you know, is very hush-hush about the dirty secrets of this area, because Channel 7 has their headquarters about half a mile up the street there on Brown Street. Warren turns into Brown Street down there. And of course, so they have a perverted interest in protecting this area and protecting this all going boondoggle. They don't want to talk about the stuff I've talked about, that the fact that there's still drug busts happening in this area, the fact that there's sex offenders living here, the fact that the city paid $500,000, stole this property, and the fact that just a whole bunch of things that just don't pass a smell test. And they want to have apartments here that are $800 to $1,200 a month. You get a nice apartment in the suburb for $100 or $200 less than that. So this is just an ongoing boondoggle that people just need to stop dead in its tracks. And apparently the construction on this right here, where I'm panning at on Warren Street, is supposed to be the first phase of the development, where they're going to put 4-story buildings. And yet the local media didn't want to mention the fact that the residents opposed it. They did not want 4-story buildings, which is completely understandable. You see, the homes in this area are generally 2-story are generally 2 stories. So a 4-story building in this area just doesn't fit within the character of the neighborhood. And what they also don't want you to know about, there still is boarded up homes here in South Park that are empty. So they really want you to think that there's demand for whatever this fluff crap they're going to put in here, when there still is tons and tons of, empty housing, inventory nearby. So anyway, I haven't really been making too many videos down here in Dayton the last few weeks, as I've been going to some other places, Piqua, Springfield, and making some videos of other places that are somewhat similar in nature. I think Springfield's closer to Dayton than Piqua, but Piqua's got its problems too. But so, and also Warren Street here, they want to take away 2 lanes. They want to take away a full lane of traffic here, which I'm going to walk over there, which is just completely stupid. And it's completely stupid. And it's completely stupid to do that. They need a 2-lane road here. So what they want to do, I'm walking over here, they want to add a bike lane. They've got enough room to widen this road where they could take a little bit of this property right here and still take, move that street back some. So basically, this is the utter stupidity that, and of course I've covered the condition of Warren Street before. It's just in horrendous condition, and they're supposed to repave it and redo a Vine Street over there. That's where the 2 drug busts happened at here a while back. Of course, the city leaders don't want you to know that, of course. So they basically are gonna, so this street right here that's 2 lanes, you have all this space right here, and they're gonna take away 1 lane of traffic, and you can see the traffic pattern right here. This road needs to remain 2 lanes, and they don't need to add stupid crap like bike paths down here. They got all this land right here that they could widen this and still add the fluffed bike path lanes if they want. But no, the city leaders don't want to do that. So really, they're essentially going to screw the people out of this road too by reducing it down to 1 lane in each direction. So instead of, focusing on the stuff they really need, better roads, they're just going to make this road even worse. So anyway, YouTube, that's going to be it for this one from this boondoggle down in the South Park, close to the Miami Valley Hospital neighborhood. But that's it for this one.